So here we have the Anker 20,000 milliamp hours Astro Pro2 external battery. We're going to do a quick unboxing. I'm going to show you some of its capabilities, a quick description, the reason why I bought it and my opinion on it. So let's have a go. There it is. It's a cardboard slip on the outside, followed by a standard box with a "Thank you for choosing Anker" on the inside. The usual gumph you get with these products. First look and opinion of it. It looks quality. Aluminium construction. It looks quality. So just get the box out of the way and we'll go from there. So in the box we get a power supply to charge your external battery. We get a DC adapter, a micro USB, a cottony velvet bag, and instruction manuals and a little bit of other gumph. Right, so just move these out of the way and then so they're not distracting, and we'll go to the unit itself. So like I say, it's a brushed aluminium finish. I really like it. It's got a small LED screen on the front and a single button on the side. 3 IQ USB adapters, a DC out, and obviously your charger in. The DC out can be 9 volt or 12 volt, sorry about that, and your USBs are an IQ, which means that they select the best ampage for your product that you're inserting there, so whether it be an iPhone, a Samsung Galaxy, a tablet, anything. I'm going to show you 3 different devices running off it, but the IQ just gives the correct ampage to make that product charge as fast as possible. So other than that, it's a fantastic little item. Switch it on. It's got 36% power left in it. I have used this so I can give you a review. Okay, so for your DC, like I said, the USBs are smart, they're IQ, so you don't need to do anything to select which power output you need from them. Obviously, more than likely be 5 volts at whatever milliamp, and it selects it according to the product you connect into there, hence it being a IQ or smart USB connector. But to select your DC out, you would press and hold the button on the side, and as you can see, you've got a flashing 12. Press that again, get it to flash, press it again, and then it changes to 9 volt. Simple as that. That's how that's basically how you do it. So what we'll do now is we'll connect a few items up to it, just to see how the USB capability of it works. So what we are going to connect up to it here is the GoPro entry level, a Zoom H1, and a Kobo reader. So we've got a vast selection of items here. So what we'll do is we'll get the cables in for those. The first thing we shall connect is the Zoom. So we'll connect the Zoom up to this just to show you. No battery fitted. Plug that in. Oh, switch the power supply on first. Plug that in, switch it on. There we go. That's come on. The next thing we shall fit is the GoPro Hero, and then we should get a flashing red light to say that it's charging. Well, actually, this is completely dead, so you've got a solid red light just to say that it's charging. The next thing we'll attach is the Kobo e-reader. Plug that in and we should get something from there. There we go. They're all connected. We will add one more thing to this just so that we can see what the device is capable of. So yeah, we've got a Canon 650D. Like I said, this is the reason I bought this device, was so that I could run my 650D for videography. So we have a battery, a dummy battery. So what I shall do, take out the standard battery, replace it with a dummy battery, plug in to the DC out, 9 volts flashing, so that means a 9 volt power supply. The camera will run on 9 volts. Plug that in, switch it on, there we go. So now we have running from this one power supply, we have a Kobo, a GoPro, a Zoom H1 and a Canon 650D DSLR. You can also run on 12 volts, which I'll show you that next. You can also run all of these devices plus a 12 volt homemade LED light panel from this too. A few specs on this device is that it's, like I said, it's an aluminium case, so very sturdy, very durable. It also measures, just a couple of specifics for you, it measures 17 centimeters down, 11.5 centimeters across, it's 1.5 centimeters thick, and it weighs 1 pound or 450 grams. This cost me $49.99 in pounds from Amazon. There will be a link in the video. This was fantastic value as it was reduced from $119.99. That was a saving of over 70%. Sorry, 17. Yeah, of over 70%. I used this, I fully charged it. It takes 45 hours to charge the unit, which is fantastic, as I have another battery pack which takes 20 hours to charge. It's nowhere near as good as this, which I use to run the GoPro generally. But yeah, it's a fantastic product. Like I said, I bought it primarily to run my DSLR for a wedding I was doing for video. It gives my DSLR between 10 and 15 hours worth of runtime, so you don't have to worry about a battery at all, really, at all. You just plug this in, switch it on, switch your camera on. You can run a full day's wedding without even having to think about batteries, and this is the reason I bought it. It is heavy, being 1 pound or 450 kilos. Sorry, 450 grams. It is heavy, at being 1 pound or 450 grams, but I use it on a rig, so the weight's distributed. The best place to put it is to take any counterweight you've got over on your shoulder, take that off and replace it with a plate, and then put this on there, and this acts as a fantastic counterweight, and it's not dead weight because it's a product that you're using and not just weights attached. So I find this it's fantastic value for money. I'd recommend anybody getting it if they just want to charge their mobile phones, or to do what I've done and run a DSLR and a zoom off it for recording. Yeah, it's a fantastic product, and I shall now show you the LED panel before the end of the video. So here we have my homemade light panel, LED light panel. It has roughly, I think, about 500 LEDs in it. It's quite large. It's 1.5 feet by 1 foot. It's quite a large panel. So we shall plug in the DC out and select 12 volts, and then we shall plug it into the light panel, and as you can see, it runs that extremely well. I'm not sure what your runtime would be on this panel, but I'm assuming you should get roughly 3 hours worth of runtime on this sort of panel, if not a little bit longer. But yeah, it's a fantastic battery pack, and I would recommend it to anybody, whether it just be for light use, as in charging your mobile phone, or to heavy use in what I do, which is videography, or photography, where you're running LED light panels or cameras or anything to that extent. But yeah, it's a fantastic product. I will put links to this in this video to Amazon. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and bye bye.